I noticed on your little spot there's no tennis racket or tennis ball because you don't know shit about tennis.
I don't think anybody in this chat does, or in our group does, do they?
I do. George knows that.
Suds does. Yep, Suds does. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dueling Aces for June 13th. And we are ready for some hockey. We are going to have one. It is going to be a... Really, people? It's nice outside. Everybody wants to crank up all the loud mutters. Anyways.
Hello.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, and I had that with all the windows closed. You can just imagine Adam's out on the porch.
Oh, just wait. Give it a minute. You'll get motorcycles. The trains will be louder.
I live in a circle there. I'm in the back of the subdivision. Ain't nobody bothering me.
Right.
Did I ever tell you what happened to my parents last year? So they have 13 acres and with a pond in the on one side of it. And this motherfucker set up a duck blind on the other side of the pond, the neighbor, on the other side of the pond, because the pond splits the property. And he set up a duck blind on the other side, and the duck blind was facing our fucking house.
Oh,
and all of a sudden I'm hearing gunfire coming out of this damn duck blind in our direction. And I came out there and I'm like, one more shot, just one more, and I'm gonna fucking return fire. Let's see how your buckshot go, your little 22 shot goes against my 38. Let's see how it happens.
Good old Western draw.
Yep. I bet you I win.
Right.
My dad's got a scope and a 38.
Yeah. No playing there.
Nope.
Acres, of course, isn't on because somebody's in Vegas bowling.
Bowling badly. What the hell?
It's Acres.
Hey, that was pathetic. Come on, man. Step up the game.
Wow.
George can bowl better than that.
Bryce can bowl better than that.
You had your moments.
Bryce can bowl better than that. I appreciate it, but Bryce can bowl better than that.
Bryce is a better bowler than
I'll let Bryce rock and roll on him.
Well, he's played against Acres, right?
Do what?
Acres and him have played either together or wasn't it? Didn't they do a thing together?
Refrigerator for me. Tasty,
right.
Tasty. Did you bring anything with it? You always bring cocktail sauce.
You want to show them what it is?
Huh? Oh.
He brought shrimp and no cocktail sauce. What the hell?
Yeah, what the fuck?
What the hell?
What were you thinking?
Epic fail on parenting.
No. I tell him to do it. Every time I tell him when he brings the shrimp, bring cocktail sauce with it.
We didn't have any left.
He says he didn't have any left. But dude, he brings me like prime rib and steaks and all kinds of stuff. Fucking catering service is the bomb, dude. Yeah, advertisement.
What is up, sir?
He thinks he's Jack Sparrow.
Hey.
I ain't lying.
He looks like prepubescent Jack Sparrow.
He's got the same goatee and mustache going on as Jack Sparrow does.
Does he have a jar of dirt?
What's that?
Does
Does he have a jar?
Bravo. Well played.
I don't know what that is. What did he say? I didn't hear what exactly he said.
He said, does he have a jar of dirt?
A jar of dirt.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's called his bedroom.
It was like a jar of dirt. You know how he's
I get it now. The jar of dirt he lives in.
Yeah.
His freaking bedroom.
Hey.
I ain't lying either. It is that bad. Clean your damn room.
How old is he?
16.
Okay, yeah, he's at that age.
Yep.
I'll trade you. I'll take a 16-year-old boy. You can have a 16-year-old girl.
Not a chance in hell. Never gonna happen.
There's Mama.
I got
Mama came in behind me.
He had twin sisters.
I have a total of 4 sisters, and I'll take boys any day of the week, twice on Sunday. I had one that was so damn emotional. I couldn't say nothing to her. I did everything I said. She made her cry. Like, Jesus Christ, come on, really? She's off in the bedroom crying again. I didn't even say anything wrong. Did not even be mean. Nothing nice. I always was really nice to her. She couldn't handle nothing.
That's a good choice of soda.
The emotion, but you know what? She's tough as nails now.
We just got back from the season-ending rugby banquet.
How'd that go?
She lettered.
Did she? Good.
Yeah, she lettered.
Sweet.
She got a letter. They got their. They ended up finishing 3rd in the division.
That's awesome.
3rd in the state. And
Rugby is not a joke, by the way. That's a hell of a sport. I want no part of that shit. You can get yourself real hurt in that.
And they finished national runner-up in their division.
Oh, that's really
good. The Highland rugby program is one of the best rugby programs in the country. The girls rugby program is one of the best rugby programs in the country.
It hasn't really taken off like all over though, has it? It's only in certain areas where it's like a sport or something.
It's definitely a Midwest thing.
Yeah, you're not going to get that on the West Coast.
There's some West Coast teams that like at nationals, because nationals were in Cleveland this year. At Notre Dame College, there were teams from as far as Washington and Idaho, and as far south as Tennessee and Alabama.
I said West Coast. Where are they? What teams from the West Coast?
Washington.
Yeah, I guess that's West Coast.
That's the West Coast.
That's pretty. I was thinking more of the California, that direction. So
they're probably more into lacrosse, when you think.
What's that?
California
Pete Rose.
would be more into lacrosse, right?
More like badminton.
I can see, lacrosse is big in like the southeast, and then
it's
like California and Arizona and places like that. It's big, but like rugby's really caught on in the Midwest for sure.
Oh, absolutely! It's a good sport. You have to have some. Balls to play it.
She lettered. She lettered, and the boy got his cast off today.
Hey, there you go. That was pretty quick, actually.
It's still not fully healed. He's got to wear a brace for the next 3 weeks. It was either the brace or the short arm cast.
Okay.
And we just decided to go with a brace.
That's good. You know what though? The smell that's going to come off of a regular cast, you don't want no part of, anyways.
Well, he for a while there was taking popsicle sticks and sticking them in his cast and pretending to be Wolverine. Well, when they cut his cast off today, they found a popsicle stick.
Lost it.
Love it.
So
that's awesome.
My son also lettered. Xavier lettered. And academics. How the fuck did that happen? I have no idea.
I was going to say masturbation doesn't count as a school sport, but...
No, it doesn't.
What's up, Kev?
But he got straight A's.
That's
straight.
Get it from his mama?
What's that?
Get it from his mama?
Oh, hell no.
Wow.
No. That's straight. That's straight. And he didn't get it from me either. He didn't get it from me either. This comes from genetic side of my father and my mother's side.
Well, obviously he's the milkman's kid.
No. I have a chiropractic nurse. She's a doctor. I have a registered nurse is a sister. My brother is making 6 figures. The other one's a chemist. I'm the milkman's kid. Everybody else is related to each other. I am not. No, I have all kinds of super smart family members. My dad had a doctorate, a master's, a bachelor's, associate's degrees. He taught at Purdue University and Indiana University, as well as being chief of police. So he knew his business. And all of his degrees had nothing to do with law enforcement besides his associate's degree. Everything else was business. And he couldn't add worth a shit. He couldn't do math worth a damn.
Enough about degrees. Let's talk about history that was made yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, starting off with NASCAR.
Yes, because I can. Because Zolt is not here. God damn it! What do you want?
Zolt is one of the 6 watching, I'm sure.
Nice job.
Woo, yeah.
Yeah, it says rugby on the pin. Congrats, you can read. Don't start wars you can't finish.
Oh.
I've used that line many a times. My Xavier tried to be a smart ass when he was about 11 or 12. We were in the pool at the Great Wolf Lodge, and I looked at him and I said, "Listen, if you want to start that shit now, I will hold you under the water until the bubbles stop. You want to start that teenage bullshit."
There's Clint.
Clint.
Whose nipple am I looking at in the middle there?
No, that's that's live from Vegas.
Oh,
And
fuck
he
him.
must have froze.
Good. Get rid of him.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get me a beer.
Hey,
I mean, yeah.
pouring. Speaking of which, by the way, tomorrow at noon at the Crusher Stadium, the T318U team is playing the team from Hawaii.
Oh,
they are in Ohio for they're in the Cleveland area for 3 days playing. Then they go to Dayton for 3 and then Cincinnati for 3. If I recall correctly, Mr. Burrich is umpiring the noon game tomorrow.
So the team from Hawaii had to leave Hawaii to come play baseball in Ohio.
It's the state team, and they'll come play at a bunch of different places in the U.S. in the contiguous U.S.
I understand, but I would rather have if I'm down, let the teams come to us. They want to come to visit where we're at. Who cares about it? I'm going to Ohio. Let Ohio come to us. They'll appreciate that more. Hey, if you didn't bowl over 230, you can't talk.
Wow. Kevin.
Silence.
Listen, you had a chance to come up here and bowl with me, but you didn't do it.
Who?
You.
I know anything about it.
I sent the messenger group said they needed one more bowler.
I didn't read that. I'm sorry.
I couldn't imagine.
If you were going to pay the way, I would have showed up. I ain't got no money.
No, I started off pretty well. Well, the first game wasn't well. Second game, I started off pretty cracking back around, and then it just fell off hill. Couldn't do nothing.
I couldn't imagine being trapped in Vegas with you for days.
Hey, when you drink for free, you can be trapped with me.
That's true. Alcohol solves a lot of problems.
Not all problems.
No, but 3 cases of beer is a lot cheaper than a lawyer.
True. It's been 110 degrees here the last 3 days.
You're in the fucking desert.
Ooh.
Well, you're in the desert. As they say, it's a dry heat.
Yeah.
No, I went there. That's bullshit. I'm telling you that right now. We went there. We were walking down. It was like 8, 9 o'clock. It was already getting dark, and it was, dude, you had a hard time breathing. We like zigzagged out of the hotel, out of the casinos just for the air conditioning. Like, holy hell, dude, it hurt your lungs just to breathe. Inhale, ouch. That's all. It was painful.
It's going to be hot here tomorrow and Wednesday.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, I heard about 100. I hear this week's going to be 100 degrees.
They're calling for 100 degrees on Wednesday.
Yep.
Can't
And
wait.
I'm glad somebody doesn't have a baseball game, and he does have a bowling league that night.
I just know I have to finish cutting my grass either tomorrow or Wednesday, and I'm gonna opt for tomorrow because at least it'll be cooler.
There you go.
Not by much.
What's that?
This machine does
Not by-
everything by itself. That's what I like about it. I don't know if you're looking at it.
I always see is a table.
I always see his chairs.
Oh, damn it. Hold on.
You know, you don't have to turn the phone. You can flip the picture.
I can't. It won't let me.
Still, that's nothing but a table, sir.
No.
Oh, no,
I
I see the machine behind him.
See the machine?
Oh,
on
my
the
There's no
God.
cord to it whatsoever. It actually walks down the lanes
God.
and then goes to the next one by
Hey.
itself.
Get your
Oh, okay, I get it. I see what you're talking about.
The oil
The oil there.
machine.
Gotcha.
I got one more day. 6 games.
Holy shit.
You'll lose. That's fine.
I usually do bad in team, and then doubles and singles, I usually pick it up. I did better last year because I shot 575 last year in the singles.
Was that good enough for like 11th place?
I got a $125 check.
Which
Beer money.
pays for half of the hotel room.
You know, the one thing about I mean, what kind of do they have? Are they changing the patterns of the oil on you all the time, or is it just one standard pattern?
Supposed to be one pattern. It's called the open pattern. And how far the depth is, I have no clue. They did not specify it. They actually put in the rules and they changed it. They no longer have to tell us the pattern. It'll come out in a couple of weeks, basically before the last weekends, to tell everybody what it's supposed to be. But I know tomorrow is going to be different. Thank God, because it took me 18 frames to finally throw a turkey. So, yeah. I mean, I had strikes there. I mean, the first game.
I thought you said it's going to stay the same. They're going to change it tomorrow.
Well, the doubles and singles is probably going to be a different pattern.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, Gary.
Right? There's your take your guess.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a tank, not gas money. Gas money.
That's
a tank.
That's a tank right
That's
now.
actually my tank, yes.
I got a little fucking Sportage, and that cost me $60 to fill that thing up.
First game, second and third frame, I went 2 splits and picked them both up. Third game, or frame after I struck. Next frame after that was another split. Just barely missed a pickup. And then even the whole group next to me, like every time I had a split, they're like, oh, he's going to pick it up again. So, yeah, I mean, I was doing good with the splits. I was picking them up. They were basically 210s.
Yeah, they weren't throwing splits. They were throwing strikes.
No, they weren't. If you would listen, this guy that was on our pair, mind you, he had knee surgery or ankle surgery like 15 times. His average was 133. He shot 204 in the first game. And then let's just say he couldn't walk after the third frame of the second game. And it wasn't because he was hurting. Someone told me he had 12 mimosas. So
that'll hurt you.
We were actually we were wondering if we should take bets on if he was going to hit the wall or not after throwing. And then he shot 88.
Ooh.
At one point, we were actually on a good task on the top 10. I mean, I think we were third in our division right now and up today for our team. But last year, I guess they said 2,700 is what won the section that we're in by handicap and all that. And we shot just under 25. So, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of theirs in there, so it's going to be a pretty good spread. But now, time for some sake.
Oh, jeez.
Where's the better half?
What's that?
Where's your better half?
Oh, she's down there gambling already. And I'm pretty sure she's already lit because her and Heather's husband are down gambling. Oh yeah, apparently I'm Heather's husband. This Heather Morris. So Heather Morris and I will be double partners tomorrow.
God damn it, dog.
What the hell happened to Bruiser?
I'm getting mauled by a pit bull.
His dog's attacking him.
Now it's time to
Come
smell
on.
the rodeo.
Kirk, go get your rope.
Be careful, Bruiser. We don't want to get banned for bestiality.
Oh my god.
He's dangerously close.
Ah! That's my hand, you numbskull.
That's what she said.
It's really funny is if I was outside, if we were doing this show, I could have
Kirk.
walked downstairs at the hotel.
Oh my god. Where's your rope, you big pitiful pity?
Hey, I was gonna say, I think we've got video of you going after those splits.
Do you? That's not the same video.
Whoops.
Who said something in the chat? What are you drinking? Oh,
I was talking to Adam.
I couldn't resist. I just couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
Kevin's concerned. He said,
Dude,
hey, that was actually in the third game. That was actually my nemesis again. The 210. Literally, every time I made a slight adjustment, I kept leaving the right side. I looked at Heather and I was like, I don't know what to do. Every time I'm smoking the pocket and I'm leaving the right side. I don't know what to do.
Kevin, that was the tournament that he and Bryce bowled in, and Akers must have left 8 of those, and it was just not his day on those.
I thought
Yep,
I actually thought you had the video because they actually had cameras behind us.
Oh,
Getting bit over here.
Now we gotta find the hibachi. Do you know where it's at? Do you even know where they're at? All right, guys. Just I popped in, say hello, make you all feel better because they both like shit.
We already knew that. You didn't have to. You didn't have to let us know. We knew.
we knew. See you later.
Have a good one, guys.
later.
So
I couldn't resist the 310 split video.
has anybody seen what's happening over in Yellowstone on National Park? Freaking, they're in the middle of like a monster rainstorm, and they flooded out all the roads, and they're like, you can't go into the park anymore. All the roads have washed away.
Good. Maybe it'll move east and we'll get rain.
We just had some. You guys didn't get any?
Not
It was just
down,
raining.
not down in Northeast Ohio. We didn't get any.
Oh. It's raining. It's been raining like once a week here.
It either goes above us or below us. It doesn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, fortunate so far. All right, so no race this week because it's Father's Day.
Yes, it's their off weekend this year.
So apparently, I'm just foobarred, and it's like, boy, if I got baseball tournaments, I just forget about this racing fantasy thing big time. But oh well, it is what it is. But congrats to Mr. Diaz. Excuse me, Mr. D. Suarez.
David Suarez. I was reading.
We knew he was gonna win one eventually here.
Yes, but I went through Twitter last night just to see what kind of vitriolic, just nasty tweets were coming out. And anybody who would say something shitty, it was like watching locusts or just hyenas swarm on him. People were just all over him. Because
Suarez?
they were so like somebody would say something shitty about Suarez, and then you'd see like 10 or 15 people just jump in on it and be like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, he a cool dude, man. I'm happy he won.
He led 39 laps yesterday, and
He led
Busher had one shot at it in turn 11, about the third lap after the restart, and Busher was too nice to put the bumper to him.
Yeah, I think he led all of stage 3, or damn near almost all of it.
Mm-hmm.
99 problems, and a win ain't one, and a win is one. Ain't that something?
But I picked him.
For him now.
What's funny is I had him in my lineup yesterday, and I'm like, "There's
I
something."
did too.
I was like, "Something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. He's gonna get a penalty. Wheel's gonna fall off. He's gonna get involved in an on-track incident. Something's gonna happen. He'll be running great all day, and the last 10 laps, he'll fall out."
I thought caution or something was gonna happen. I was just
So I pulled him out of my lineup and put Allmendinger in.
He the one
That's
that
a hell of a
wound
name.
up spinning out.
And then
I should have picked him in.
then Christopher Bell and Chase Elliott and Kyle Busch and Allmendinger all decided they were going to shit the collective bed yesterday. But
Leave Amber Heard out of this.
I still don't know how I ended up in fourth, but I'll take it.
Man, Tyler Reddick only got me 2 points.
That's what hurt me. Is I took out Allmendinger and put in fucking Reddick.
I took
didn't
out
switch.
Truex and put in Reddick. And
If
Reddick killing me.
when
Reddick is
Allmendinger,
another one, bro. He's so damn unlucky, man. It's like he runs good. He just get the worst shitty luck. And it's like, no.
I'm amazed that the Allmendinger spin didn't bring out a caution because he hit the wall. He hit the tire barrier. Normally that brings out a caution. And it would have been real interesting because there was 2 to go at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if that brings out the caution, all of the Toyotas that were still on the track had already come down pit road.
Yeah.
The lap before. So they're all staying out. Next thing you know, you're going to have 4 or 5 Toyotas up front.
With just 2 laps to go, why would you take a pit stop? The caution flag was bound to be out there for at least 1, if not 2 laps.
Well, it would have gone into overtime.
Yeah.
And you'd have had a green-white checker. But the other thing is at a road course, because you're not going to lose a lap.
Oh, it's a road course, not a track. My bad.
They were at a road course yesterday. So
No.
if they
That's a different story.
if they pit and let's say there's 3 to go and the caution comes out when they finish their pit sequence, well, you're going to stay out. You're not taking tires.
I'm about to say, didn't Truex do that? Like, he went in with like 4 to go, like just
He went in with like 4 or 5 to go.
be on the safe side, like just in case.
Kyle Busch came in before that. Denny Hamlin came in before that. Kurt Busch came in before that. Christopher Bell.
Well,
I mean,
I'm looking here. They said that the Clash is going to return to the Coliseum next year as well.
They announced that yesterday.
What's the Clash?
So
That the race in
Before-
the stadium.
the week before the Daytona 500, they used to have at Daytona they had what they called the Clash, and it was all of the winners from the year before, winners and pole sitters, I think, would run a short race. It was usually like 50 laps. It wasn't anything special. And
Pole
it was,
sitters.
it was just for money.
Just cash prize.
Yeah, it was just kind of
Grudge racing.
it was just kind of the start of the the kickoff of the season. But they moved the Clash to LA last year and made a track inside the LA Coliseum. It was like Bowman Gray, and they're going back. I mean, they had a good turnout last year.
Yeah.
Hey, this past year's was really good.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like 70% of the people that went to the Clash this past year had never been to a NASCAR race before.
What they need to do is make an old what was that Burt Reynolds movie? Cannonball Run. They need a Cannonball Run race. go across the United States.
You couldn't.
Cannon-
You couldn't do it in those cars.
I didn't say those cars. Just get a. You have to be any car you can find had to be street legal.
They have one. They do a cannonball run.
They do a cannonball run for real?
It goes from it follows Route 66. It goes from Chicago to is it Phoenix or somewhere? It goes all the way out west.
That was a good movie.
They do it in I forget what car club puts it on, but they do it. They
should be putting that on TV.
Mav TV used to show it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Daisy Duke. Hell yeah.
But they do a cannonball run. It's I think it's actually called a cannonball run, something like that.
I'm assuming they actually have a speed limit they have to stay on.
Yeah, there's a course. There's designated repair shops along the way if you have issues. Like you stop at this particular one because they're participating in the event. That way, nobody's getting price gouged.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine did it. He had a 34 Ford Rat Rod that he did just for the cannonball run. He made it to St. Louis before the old Flathead blew up.
All I'm thinking is the ambulance, the priest, the Ferrari.
Most of the cars that do it are just old hot rods that people.
Oh no, man! You got to be in costume. You had the guy from MASH as the Klinger for being the Sheik.
It was. I did watch it a couple times. It was fun to watch because it was essentially one of the. They called it one of the longest endurance races, on the planet, but it really wasn't a race.
Oh no, the Cannonball Run's a race. The movie's a race.
I know what it is.
That's one of my favorite movies. Dom DeLuise.
Tell you what, if you're looking for movies, don't go see the new Jurassic Park.
Somebody just did over the weekend. She said she liked it. Bryce said he liked it.
We went and saw it last night, and it's a 2-hour and 15-minute long movie. And they probably could have shortened it to an hour and a half and had far more people get eaten.
Wow. We didn't get that many people eaten, really?
3, I think.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Only 3 people died?
That's 3 people eaten? That sucks.
More people died in the first 5 minutes of the original than that.
Only one died in the first 5 minutes of the original.
Just the lawyer off the toilet.
That wasn't in the first 5 minutes.
You got the lawyer off the toilet, and then the Velociraptors got the what's his name? Stole the things in the shaving can.
That was a Dilophosaurus, and his name was Nedry.
Sorry.
But didn't somebody die? Maybe that was number 2 in the parachute.
That was 3.
I was going to say that was a.
I was thinking 3.
Number 1, the opening scene is them loading the Velociraptor into the pen.
Yeah, the guy died right off the bat in that one.
Yeah, but it was only 1. You said more guys died in the first 5 minutes. There's only 1 guy that died in the first.
All right, the next 15 minutes.
And then. I could tell you all the deaths from the first one.
We're just privy to the getting privy about the Jurassic World movies.
Jurassic Park Dominion.
Yeah,
like it wasn't terrible. It was all right. I'd have to watch it again because there's a lot of nuanced stuff in it.
Mr. Bennett, I have a package that is going out to you tomorrow too. By the way,
It's not Sam Hill, by the way. It's Sam Hill.
Found some cards that were in a pile as I'm clearing out and packing up the office here. That found a stack that I apparently have a whole bunch of Packer cards that I need to send out to you, sir. So heads up, it's going out in the mail tomorrow.
If you find any Andrew McCutcheon cards, you let me know.
Do what?
Said you find any Andrew McCutcheon cards, you let me know.
Yeah, I don't have one of those.
That was
But something weird as I was up near all of my hockey cards, my Joe Sakic coin card and Martin St. Louis cards, have both ironically representing Lightning and Avalanche. And I happened to find this baseball card that had fallen down, and it's 5 out of 125, and it's the Topps Finest George Springer baseball rookie card. And I went looking it up on eBay, and turns out a PSA 10's $100. I was like, not bad.
Listen, go Avs. That's all I got to say. Go Avs.
Yeah.
Haters.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think we've got.
I don't have a rooting interest in it, so all I can say is go Avs because the Avs beat the Rangers beat the Pens. So whoever's got to come out of the East has to lose to avenge the Pens.
Fair enough.
The Avs have literally been taking names left and right, so I think it's Avs all the way myself.
What would be worse? A worse way to lose the three-peat? Being swept or losing in 7?
Swept.
See, I think losing in 7 would be worse.
No, at least you're competitive then.
I was gonna say it's competitive.
Yeah.
I
I'd
think
rather get my ass kicked and know I'm getting my ass kicked and just be done with it.
You can't be swept. You don't win any games at all.
Mike.
You don't want to do that. You want to at least make it close.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to say the last game you get your ass whooped, okay. But you're a 2-time champion. You want to go out that way. You don't want to be going out like a little
I'd
bitch.
probably make it worse right there if you take it to 7 and then in game 7 you get whooped.
Yeah, exactly. If you lose, that's what I'm saying.
At least there's an excuse of we were tired. They play out, kind of stuff. Versus, they just whooped our ass for 4 straight games and we went home. We didn't even fucking show up.
I'm just curious to see how the long layoff's going to affect the Colorado. I mean, what they've been like 8 or 9 days they've had off before they play Wednesday.
Yeah, and then they swept the Oilers 4-0.
We ain't the Oilers.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's gonna matter. It's looking like it's gonna be a butt whooping.
I don't remember the last time in hockey where we had a three-peat. Not
84.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was 80, 83. It was the Islanders. We found it on the search and we had to Google it. But the Islanders, the Maple Leafs, and the Canadiens are the only 3 teams to do it.
Wayne,
the Oilers
damn.
never did it?
They went, but they never won any of them.
They went there but did not win 3.
They're the Buffalo Bills of hockey.
Well, the Red Wings also went a lot.
I thought the Red Wings.
But they've won. Did Buffalo win ever?
They did not win 3 in a row, but they went a lot.
But I'm saying they're the Buffalo Bills of hockey because they go and they don't win.
Who?
We just talked about the Oilers.
I don't know if you guys would be able to get this trivia question or not.
Probably not.
There's 2 players in NHL history that have made it to 3 straight Stanley Cups with 3 different teams.
I'm not.
Would one of them be Patrick Waugh? One of them not Patrick Waugh?
He did play for Detroit, though, in 2010. Or no, 2009. He played for Detroit in 2009.
Chelios?
No.
If I go back and watch the collapse on the Red Wings, I'll probably guess the name of it.
Wow. Really, Clint?
For real. I ain't saying that to be funny. I'm being dead ass. Like, If I would have lost that, I probably guess the name of it.
McCarthy? McCarty?
Mm-mm.
No, not McCarty.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you 3 teams he played with. He played with Pittsburgh in 08. He played with Detroit in 09 and Chicago in 10.
Kevin says Brett Hall.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody probably
And the
don't.
thing is, one of the players
Already.
in this year's, he's on Tampa Bay and he's playing in this year.
I'm Canadian. I don't even follow hockey.
Marion Hossa is the one that played for the Pittsburgh, Detroit, and Chicago.
Oh,
God.
Hosa.
So he
Bosa.
was on the damn collapse for the Detroit Red Wings. God damn it.
The other one is Corey Perry, who now plays for the Lightning. He played for the Stars, the Canadians, and now the Lightning. So he's been in the last 3, and he hasn't won one. He was on the losing end the first
Guess
2
what?
times.
Hell, that just killed you. That
No, it
just
didn't.
trapped the bed. Yep. Tampa's out.
Your goalie is nothing like fucking Igor was for fucking the Rangers.
Damn, now
Igor,
it was something I was watching, and I forgot his name. They say he one of the best hockey players of all time. Like last time give a J like hold on, I'm gonna look his name up. They say he literally was he started getting traded to teams that were good for Stanley Cup, and then they will lose, and then he would wind up going to the next team the next year, and then lose to the team that he just left the year before. He ran to the Pittsburgh Dynasty. Now, I'm bad with names, so I'm probably gonna get his name wrong.
I actually,
Woodrow,
Jamar Jair or something like that.
Yager, Yarmir Yager.
Yeah, him. Yeah. He would always go to the team. He would get traded to a team, and then he got traded, I think, to the Pittsburgh, and they think they lost in the second round. Then he goes. I think they lost to Boston. I think he goes to Boston the next year, and then they get swept by Pittsburgh. So it's damn, it's just it was always one year too late.
He was on a lot of different teams.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a good series. I don't think it's going to be. I know everybody's like, oh, all I keep hearing is, oh, the Avalanche have only lost 2 games all postseason. Well, they ain't played the Lightning either. This is a different
I just
Lightning
think
team.
teams that be so dominant going into finals like that, I feel like if they do get a letdown, I feel like they sometimes don't know how to composure to handle it.
Did you guys see the arrest report on Jeff Hardy, by the way?
Yeah,
Well, he
no,
got
no DUI.
He got arrested for DUI early this morning in Florida, and they did two blood alcohol content tests, and the first one was at 0.294, and the second one was at 0.291.
Dang. I thought when Uso got arrested in Detroit, his was bad. His was like a 205.
Dude, get an Uber. I swear to God. Just get
Really?
an Uber.
how freaking hard is it for them to listen? You don't have to do that. They have millions and millions of dollars. I guarantee you call up whatever franchise you are working for, and you say, "Hey, I need a driver. I'm shit faced. Can you send a driver?" And they'll pay for it for you. I mean, they don't
Yeah,
want you
NFL do
arrested,
that.
huh?
The NFL do that.
Right.
You call a representative of the team and say, I need a driver. And
Yep.
they have somebody come pick you up.
Henry Rugg should have thought of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the stupidness that goes through some of these guys' heads, it's amazing. I mean,
I mean, in this situation, I think Jeff has a problem.
oh, he always has. I wasn't even going at him. That guy has got. He's got so he's the Ozzy Osbourne of wrestling.
Well, I mean, what's his face?
I can't say that.
Well, what was it? Is it Jimmy or Jay that been arrested for a couple of DUIs too?
They collectively
Jay.
the two of them have 6 DUIs.
Holy fuck!
Ooh, Jesus.
Jay was fun because Jay got the video camera of Jay literally dogging the cop. And then he's not even driving. He's the passenger. Naomi's driving in the one he's going off on the cop for. It's like, well, just sit there and shut up. She tell him like, bro, be quiet. It's too late. He just went in full rant mode. Called the cop
So
an
if
asshole.
Hardy is not the Ozzy Osbourne of wrestling, drugs up the who would be then?
You had to go to a lot of them wrestlers of the 80s, man.
Good
Some of the
question.
stuff that they did, man.
I was saying that dude. Did he get kicked out for a long time because of his drug problem?
Who?
Hardy.
Yeah, kinda.
Oh, it's more for the DUI than any. It's like every single time the DUI pops up, he's out.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. Like, you've got all these options to get your ass away home. Don't fucking drive, and they don't take it.
It's slippery slope.
So, what are your predictions for the series then?
The Avs in 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4-1.
Damn.
I think it's going to 6 or 7.
I'll say Lightning in 7.
Won't get that far, boys. It's not gonna get that far. Wishful thinking.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the Ohio State Michigan game. I had to hear about all that shit talking. How'd that work out for you guys?
This isn't football. This is hockey.
It's fucking
This
a
is
sport.
this is a real pro sport.
Oh God.
Take that throw up snow cone down.
Tampa in 6.
I'm thinking about 6-7. It's gonna be
Get out of here.
Jesus.
What a freaking bandwagoneer. We start the show and he's like, yeah, go ahead.
No,
It's all Avalanche in, and then he's like, oh yeah, I like that Avalanche thing, and then now he's flipping it. Yeah, screw
because
you.
it's not even. He's trying to even the odds here. That's what it was. He was the one.
It's a whatever, dude. Whatever. Dave says,
Dave knows.
no, not again. The powerhouse squad of the Avs. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly for the Bolts. I think the puppy ate Schmidt.
It's funny because you're Star the Lightning fan, man, Rob the Avalanche fan.
The dog did not eat me. I needed a beer and I had to pee.
I said I might watch. I said I'll probably watch this Stanley Cup.
It's going to be it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm just kind of bummed. It's like, man, somebody scheduled something up though, because it's like Wednesday and then we got to wait till Saturday. It's like
Probably the NBA finals.
To the NBA finals. They want to conflict with the finals just in case it goes 7.
Why? Nobody cares about the NBA finals either.
I was going to say, big deal.
Well, I mean, no offense. Cleveland doesn't give a shit because of the fact that we hate both teams that are in it.
But here's the thing. Like, I've listened to regular sports radio a few times this week, and other than like a blurb, nobody's talking about the finals.
Yeah.
They won't hear.
I can't. I'm talking national sports radio.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they won't even mention it on the Sirius Sports Update. They're not mentioning it.
They're not talking about the final. Like it's a blurb. It's 30 seconds. I can't imagine the ratings for this year's finals are going to be all that great.
Oh, Dave, I can't. Oh, my buddy's like, I can't stand the Warriors just because of all the times we got beat by them, and then it was so bittersweet to finally beat them to win it.
Well, Boston's up. Is it tied? It's tied, right? 2-2.
Yeah, 2-2
Steph went for like 43.
the other night.
Breeze. I just want Boston to win. It's not because I don't like neither team. It's just more the fact that I want all these young guys to get their ring. Like
Tatum and
I let
Jaylen
these
Brown.
young guys get their shit. Like Giannis got his. Let Tatum and them get theirs. All these.
I just want to watch the Warriors implode because they often do.
That's true.
More room
was
for
their-
Tatum.
Their greatest season ever, 73 wins, and we beat them in the finals. And the biggest thing for me that I love is how there's, what is it, the 33-1 or 32-1. That one is the Warriors were the only team to lose after leading 3-1.
Yeah.
And
It makes it funny
that,
that they came back from 3-1
That was
just
a
to
lot.
lose to us 3-1.
but the
Well,
thing
that
is
was the-
that fucking baseball.
That was the year the Pens won the cup.
Yeah.
Pens beat the Sharks the week before.
And then, of course, the Indians imploded against
And that was
the
a good what's name, man. It's supposed to be the Monsters, because didn't the Monsters win that year?
Monsters won the Calder Cup that
The
year.
Cavs won that year.
Stipe,
And then
Stipe
the Indians supposed to win. But what happened
was
was
Stipe won his first heavyweight
Stipe won
title.
too, yeah.
Yep.
I remember that year. Like,
I was saying, I was at the
there
Calder
when he
Cup
won
game.
that one. Man, when you say the crowd got pumped for Calder personality when CM Punk went out there, it was crazy. But yeah, then the Cavs, they blew the 3-1 lead. And not the Cavs, the Indians. And I'm like, dang.
But no, I mean, think about that, though. That's probably
on Kyle Schwarber's dick. Like, I'm like,
think about both those series. Those are probably the best two series we've had in a long time in the finals for World Series or finals.
Oh,
for
probably
games.
go down probably
2015,
two of the
wasn't
greatest
that-
game sevens ever. Like that
20
game 7 between the Cubs and the Indians, man, that was Roger Davis with the man.
15 wasn't that the first? Wasn't that the year the Browns went 0-7, 0-16?
I don't know. I'm kind of like that was like an etch a sketch. That's erased from my memory.
I see Suds left. Now we can have intelligent talk.
Oh, I booted him because he
Oh, well.
flip flopped on the hockey picks.
What did he go watch? Hell on Wheels or whatever the hell it was he was trying to go watch last week. Remember?
Yeah. Oh, Street Outlaws. So
That's what it is.
I'm gonna say the Avs in 5, but I could legitimately see the series going 6.
I just want it to be a good competitive series. It's what we need. I mean, don't get me wrong. We had that Toronto series. That was fucking sketchy because, I mean, honestly, Toronto could have had us beat. And that was the round 1.
I would like to have seen what would have happened if the Pens had not lost their fucking marbles and lost to the Rangers in
What, 3 straight?
in the first round, because I think the Pens could have beaten. I don't know that they would have beaten Tampa Bay, but I think they could have beat the Hurricanes.
David's not wrong.
No, I mean it's a 3 in a row thing, and it's cool if you do it, but it's just not going to happen against this team.
He's from here, but he lives in Tampa.
Look, I don't care if the Bolts go 3-0. Like, at least Tampa's got a sports team they can be proud of.
Right. Well, between that and
Well, the Buccaneers paid for that one.
well, yeah. True. Touche.
But look, I don't have anything. The warm weather states that have hockey teams and that support them, I don't have an issue with. There's no reason that Arizona should have a hockey team. You know what I mean? Like, Phoenix does not need to have a hockey team.
They're supposed to be like trying to build them a new stadium too, aren't they? Because they got to play at like ASU this year.
They're playing at ASU. They're trying to build them a new arena.
That's what I thought.
But like, I don't have a problem with like Florida with the when they had the Panthers and then the Panthers and the Lightning. They support them. You know what I mean?
Vegas supports the Knights.
Vegas support. Oh my God, does Vegas support the Knights?
Vegas supports the Knights.
LA
big
support
time.
LA supports the Kings.
Yep.
So I
So
don't think
Arizona's the odd team out.
Arizona's the weird team. I mean, North Carolina, they support the Hurricanes.
Dallas supports the Stars.
They do. I mean,
And that's a big shocker considering that team came from Minnesota too.
I'd almost like to see a hockey team in New Orleans.
Ooh.
Not a bad
Like-
idea.
Ooh, that's what are you calling them?
The Voodoo.
Yes. Yes. I like it. I like it.
You got to go along those lines with something in New Orleans. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'd
like
move,
it. I like it.
I'd move Phoenix to New Orleans.
And call them the Voodoo.
Call them the Voodoo and change them to like a purple, green, and like the Mardi Gras colors.
Yeah.
Yep. Purple,
Give 'em
black,
like-
green, yellow.
Give them like a cool looking like witch doctor mask on the front of the jersey.
Papa Shango.
Kinda ish.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Have the goalie paint his mask kind of like that.
Oh,
Sure.
that would be awesome. There you
But
go.
I would move Phoenix because New Orleans is just enough of a transient tourist town where you would get a lot of people from other teams there.
The bad part about it is they'd probably support them more so than they do the Pelicans.
Probably.
Probably big time.
You got to
Kevin,
think when's hockey real big? Fall in the
During
winter.
basketball season.
Fall in the winter, right?
Yep.
mm-hmm.
What's going on in New Orleans in February?
Mardi Gras.
Exactly.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. One of my buddies just. This is too damn funny not to share.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's where we're headed.
That's awesome. that is awesome. Tony, Tony, thanks for sharing that. That's great.
Me though, since I've been watching Letterkenny, I can't look at the Amish the same anymore because of that reason. Like it's fucking. Oh my God, you got to watch it to understand what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. Oh, that was good. That was really good.
Problem is, we ain't gonna be able to afford the horse. We're gonna have fucking the kids fucking dragging us around.
My buddy Tony shared that. That was awesome.
Other than New Orleans, what are the top three markets you could move Phoenix to? What about Atlanta?
Excuse me. Atlanta's got it.
Atlanta had the Thrashers for a long time.
Right. And it didn't go well.
Yeah, but Atlanta's going through a bit of a weird period now too, though, with all the arenas and stuff they're building in and around the city. I think you could get away with it.
Damn, triple train?
Back to back at least in this round.
Ooh.
We don't ever think Cleveland will get into their hockey team like nationally, do we?
There was a brief moment around 2010, 2011 where there was talk that the Cavs would go to Columbus and the Blue Jackets would move to Cleveland. It was about this much. It got covered about this much. It was a throwaway line in an interview that Dan Gilbert had said when he first took over ownership of the Monsters. And the Cavs, that was after LeBron had left. And
Well, because the Monsters are the Blue Jackets farm team. That's why.
I know that, but at the time they were still the Avs farm team.
Yeah.
But he had talked about moving the Blue Jackets up here and the Cavs to Columbus, and then somebody said, well, what about Cincinnati? And moving the Cavaliers to Cincinnati because Cincinnati is right by UK, it's right by Louisville, it's a big basketball area. The thought that the team would get better supported without a superstar down there.
Because New York is a big sport.
Because it's New
That's
York
why.
and they have 6 or 7 million people there.
Right.
You see his other comment he had though, or question about the
Yeah.
3-peat.
No.
What? I
I
know
don't think
Mama's
so.
not here. I don't think so.
Well, the only thing I have a problem. It's not so much teams that 3-peat. It's the NASCAR driver that ended up with fucking 7. He ruined it for me for a while.
But you can't blame him because he was really good at exploiting the format.
I just hated him. Fuck me, I hated him because of that.
Because of 5 in a row?
Yeah.
I get it, but like
So like I actually stopped watching NASCAR. I'm like, fuck, we already know he's gonna win it all. Fuck it. So I stopped watching
a
it.
bunch of people did. I think Jimmy Johnson is the best and worst thing to ever happen in NASCAR in the last 20 years.
I get David's point about, they are hated because nobody wants to see the same team win every year.
I can agree with that. Like I get it, but here's the thing: if you want to beat him, or if you don't want him to win, then beat him.
How's Ric Flair say it?
Well, fuck Ric Flair.
Damn. Well, I mean, you're talking about big markets, but I mean, Seattle turned around and nobody saw Seattle getting a hockey team, and they were filling that bad boy up pretty nicely.
Did they get close to making the playoffs?
No, they finished. They had that expansion type draft thing, so they get the bottom of the barrel bodies, and
Now go back to
they're gonna need a few years to probably even really work their way up into the.
Hey, listen, Vegas did it in 1 year. They won the Stanley Cup.
Touche.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, is there any players that were on the Monsters when they were the Avs farm team that are actually on them now?
That are on the Monsters now.
No, or on the Avs team now. Like they got bumped up and they're actually playing. Like they might be playing in this.
I
the
think
cup.
there's a few that are littered throughout the NHL that were on the Monsters at one point.
Okay.
Hang on.
That's why you're hanging out in here, is because Mama's not home. Mama's boy. Big old dopey.
We're just looking it up. You can see him. You can see the reflection of the screen.
What's that?
He's looking up to see how many players might actually be from the Monsters that actually are on, like the
What?
Avalanche right now.
You big old dopey pity. Do you want to jump up here again? Yep, that's what I thought. Oh, stop! Oh my god! Okay. All right, hold on. Come on, get up here. Kirk, come on. Come on.
Good baby.
There. Now you can look in. You can be our reporter. She's not here, Thomas. She went to the store. Go get her.
We'll get to that in a second, David. Let George finish looking at something. And I'm surprised we haven't talked about that more. I don't know if just because George
What's
doesn't
that?
want to talk about the Watson shit.
I'm tired
Look.
of hearing about Deshaun Watson. I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired of just hearing about it in general. I'm tired of flooding my timelines. I'm tired of just hearing about it. Like,
You have 24 cases
Allegedly.
that are all in the civil court. And Houston already went through the criminal proceedings and didn't file charges. So at this point, all we can do is let the civil cases play out.
I think he will play. It'll be like maybe an 8-game suspension, but I think he'll play.
I think he's going to get 6.
I'm in that 6 to 8 window, because I think it'll be 8, but he'll appeal it and maybe get it down to 6.
I could see him getting 6, appealing it, and getting 4.
I'd be okay with that.
I think though, for him to get 4, he has to settle all of the cases.
Which he refuses to do, so that's going to be the biggest problem.
But he tried to settle.
True, he did.
If you read the one article, he tried to settle. In 22 out of the 23 were like, yeah, we'll settle.
And then all changed their mind.
And then the one was like, no. So I don't know. At this point, I think it's a very big game of he said, she said.
Literally.
I don't doubt that something inappropriate happened at certain points. I don't.
But I think it was consensual.
I think in some cases it was consensual. I think in others there may have been inappropriate behavior that happened.
But I think the biggest thing that bothers me out of the whole thing is how the fuck are you gonna? You have 4 sessions lined up. He made you feel uncomfortable in 2, but rather than him come to the shop or the massage parlor, you bring this motherfucker to your personal house. Like, you're not that hard up or that upset that you bring the dude to your fucking house. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only thing that kind of this. Like, why?
There's a lot going on in this that needs to, like the other day a couple weeks ago when Arm put that post up, and I was like, hey, let's just let's wait and see. And then he told me to go fuck myself and blocked me.
Right.
Which I was okay. We're gonna name call because I said, hey, let's just wait and see.
Yeah, he thought you were probably going to get more into. I don't know, he's been very adamant about this whole thing, and like we've had arguments about it, like in Messenger and shit about it.
My thing, look, guilty, not guilty, to me doesn't matter because if he's guilty, he's going to serve his penalty, but I hate the conjecture, and I would rather just let the legal process play out.
Yeah, I just wish I heard him make a decision like Clinton. I'm tired of waiting on it. But drop the hammer. Don't drop the hammer. Let's get this shit over with so we can see if we have to go forward with Brissett or not.
See, but I think the league is doing the right thing by waiting because they don't want another Ray Rice situation.
I don't understand. Like Dave says, they're gonna, and that's the thing. I think they're pissed that Cleveland got him. Because I don't think it would be this big of a deal if it was in Atlanta or New Orleans or Carolina. That everybody's saying a 2-year ban. That would be bullshit.
He wouldn't get 2 years if he was in a major market.
I don't think you'd get 2 years if he was in like Atlanta or nothing. You know what I mean?
As I said, if he was in a major market like a Dallas or a New York or a Chicago or Atlanta or Miami, he's not getting 2 years. He'll get 6 to 8 games.
They're going to stick it to the Browns because all the owners are still pissed about the fucking contract being fully guaranteed.
That's the main thing they pissed about.
You're gonna have to like money nowadays, especially in the NFL. You're gonna have to start fully guaranteeing contracts.
Yeah.
Which he's got a point there. The first million does piss everyone off because they know he's getting suspended.
But
That's
on
why
the
they
flip,
did the.
but on the flip side of that, though, I mean, you can't really pick on them about that because Andrew Berry does that with every free agent he signed. He did it with Johnson. Every free agent he signed, he cuts the that minimum is $1 million to save cap.
No,
So he did that with all the other free agents he signed.
But the thing that gets me too, though, is everybody brings up the whole Robert Kraft situation. Like he's an owner, he didn't have to serve any penalties or anything.
he should have.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So how can you justify one and not the other because he's an owner and one's a player?
I think the owner's more egregious than the player.
Yeah, and that's what like. I know
I
everybody
don't
gets around.
think he's gonna be out for 2 years. I don't.
No,
You
I don't see that.
That if you
That would be
suspend
so Cleveland, though.
if you suspend him for 2 years, first of all, you're gonna have to show extreme cause, and it's gonna have to have caused so much of a detriment to the league that it justifies that.
You know why everybody's saying 2 years? So Trevor Bauer got 2 years.
I don't give a shit about Trevor Bauer. This is
I
a
know,
baseball.
I know. I'm saying that's why everybody's saying 2 years.
People
well,
are
Trevor
fucking
Bauer got 2
stupid. Trevor Bauer's an idiot, and like that
He
wasn't his
bragged
first.
about the fact that he what's the name? Like he ain't take the shit serious. So I don't feel bad
But
that he got it 2
that
years.
wasn't Trevor Bauer's first offense either.
No.
And to be quite honest, if you attempt to suspend Deshaun Watson for 2 years, you're going to open yourself up to such a huge lawsuit from the NFLPA that you're going to be lucky if he serves any suspension whatsoever.
And the thing is, too, is think about it. In Robert Kraft's case, there's video evidence. There's no video evidence of anything with Deshaun. It's all hearsay and text, if that. I haven't even seen text come out. That's why just make the damn. I understand they got to do the NFL said they're done with their shit. So it's like I don't know. I mean, they're waiting before training camp starts. So is that going to be a situation where he can still come to training camp and shit though, right? Isn't that what they said though?
He's still allowed to come to training camp. So as far as I know.
Yeah, he was at the voluntary mini camp or whatever it is that they're doing.
That's done now. It's over now.
He was there though. Like,
it is actually hang on.
I made George work for that one, didn't I?
Yeah, you are.
It wasn't my intention.
Annie Agar is fucking great.
Yes, she is.
We're under a big tornado warning here in Chicago, but there's a low risk of any touchdown. Chicago fans are already used to that.
that girl is fantastic. Swear she is awesome.
ESPN, Fox Sports, please hire her.
Somebody's got to. Goddamn. Yeah, I think they got to make their decision before the season starts. Like they can't. I don't see how you could give them a suspension mid-season. I mean, but then again, it's Roger Goodell in the NFL, so anything's possible.
Oh my God! This is such a great loophole. I'm gonna have to read this article.
Okay, so the
Well, Price said
monsters,
2 more cases are being brought against. So now it's 26.
the monsters have not been the Avalanche farm team since 2015. So odds are no.
Okay.
Everybody so far that I went through the list is currently on the Avalanche.
It was worth a shot to try to find out.
Because I thought it was a little bit more recent than that, but it's not because they're as of after that they're the Blue Jackets farm team.
So I'm gonna push this aside real quick. There's an article I have to read now, and the headline is "Prisoner who died in prison and was brought back, suing state, claiming his life sentence is technically ended."
Ooh. Blue, that'd be a stud move.
Say that one more time.
Prisoner who died while serving life sentence was brought back and is now suing state, claiming his life sentence has technically ended.
Because he died.
Because he died.
That's interesting.
That's a first.
Yeah.
He's not the first, actually.
No?
No, there's precedent of that. Of it. There was a man in the late 1800s, early 1900s, sentenced to death by hanging, was hung, was cut down, and then came back to life, and then was let free because he had been hung.
No shit. What times have
Well, technically, I already died, so I mean, I'm a free man. No.
That'd be a great fucking plot or a great, thing for a movie.
It would.
Now you get sirens, George. I don't know if you can hear them or not. Busy night in Illyria.
No kidding.
Quentin, did you say there's 2 more cases now?
Yeah, it's 26. 2 more cases have been brought against him.
Jeez.
See, now it's just the fact
now
that
it's just people just looking for fame, not trying to piggyback on now.
Like, this is this lawyer trying to go, hey, the guy's got guaranteed money. Let's go get it.
This one came from Atlanta, from somebody in Atlanta.
Yeah, it's like, oh, sorry about your luck, but
Come on, man, that's too much now. Like, yeah.
But the thing is, I thought it was off special air to come out.
Stupid, and that lawyer, that one lawyer, he is literally going to go through anybody and everybody, and it's like, okay, good luck, dude. And when it comes back and it smacks him in the face, it's like, oh, I'm sorry. Your dumbass tried to do what? Yeah, somebody pull that dude's license. Please.
I don't know, I guess that's a big, like David says, well, this is what we bought. Like I said, when you were looking at shit up, like, I really wonder if this would be as big a deal if he was in Atlanta, Carolina, or New Orleans.
I don't think so.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think it would be. Because the Browns are so used to being the lovable losers of the NFL and always being the, of everybody's stepping stool, to everything else, that, like, they can't stand the thought of the Browns actually possibly being good.
Agree.
Yep.
They wait for them.
Really? Now an airplane? What mode of transportation do you not have in going by your place, Adam?
As of yet, we haven't had a bus come by.
Okay.
That's about the only thing. We've had motorcycles go by.
Yep. You've had plenty of trains, cars.
So bus and semi at this point. I don't think semis are allowed down this street.
I was going to say, because you've had motorcycles already, too.
Mm-hmm. Well, at that time of year, you're going to hear everything out and about now. I'm surprised I haven't heard fireworks going off yet.
Don't worry, I have.
We're a couple weeks early. Well,
Oh, they've been
actually,
already.
because it's Father's Day weekend, the Vermilion Fish Festival will have fireworks on Friday night.
Yeah, no, the wife and I's anniversary is what's today? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Thursday. I had to do the math, but it's the 16th, so I was going to try and do. And I wasn't fucking thinking that there's that boat tour that's down there in Vermilion on the river, the little paddle boat thing.
Yep.
I'm not realizing the Fish Festival and Father's Day, yeah, they're already fucking booked. I'm like, shit, I wasn't thinking about all that. 15 years. Hard to believe you put up with my shit that long.
Yeah, I was gonna say mine's gonna be 21 this year.
Oh shit.
Yep. If she don't kick my ass beforehand. we gotta make it through this summer first.
Serious. Fireworks.
Eh,
No.
It just heard it go off. I heard the big boom and then I saw it pop over the railroad track.
They must be watching. Go,
Telling you.
right. Did you need fireworks? Oh, we'll take care of you.
Dude, spoke too soon.
I'm not seeing anything else. I'm not going to say anything else because you know there's always a game we play in Northeast Ohio.
I was going to say, we don't have Mr. Kaufman on.
Yeah, no shit. You would cover that.
Right?
Oh, don't worry, David. You know, you can keep the heat because we're gonna have almost a fucking $100 degrees on fucking. Where's my mind at? Right. We're gonna Wednesday. They're talking like 108 with the heat index and 104 in the shade.
on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were already talking about it at the shop because even the air conditioning's not gonna be able to keep up with that.
Yeah, like the cool thing about it is, I guess today, the Infosource big boss came out to a couple sites and was giving out Gatorades to everybody. So it's at least it's the thought that counts. I know it ain't much, but on a hot ass day, it's the sentiment.
Yeah,
Oh, but
I
know.
can't. I'm sure we'll be out of the shop early on Wednesday.
That's what I'm kind of wondering how these guys are like. You can't. You can do your job, obviously that's fine, but I would hope they wouldn't keep us late just for the simple fact that that's dangerous.
I don't see how, because like they're talking 90 tomorrow, 98 Wednesday, and then 90 again on Thursday.
No, but David, I know all about the humidity down there in Tampa. We went to the Tampa Zoo a couple of years back when we came down. Holy shit! Like, and Piper was still a baby, and she can't handle the heat very well still to this day. Like, her cheeks start getting red, and like, dude, even going inside some of the places of the zoo that had air conditioning, you couldn't even tell it was on. That's how fucking hot and humid it was.
Yeah, we got 80 for tomorrow with storms, 95 on Wednesday, 87 Thursday, 80 on Friday, 70 on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, like, we can't get consistency. You know what I mean? It's still up and down.
Get that weather-wise.
It's going to be a little toasty.
Oh God, Golden State's league. Well, they're back in Oakland too, ain't they?
Mm-hmm.
It's Florida. It's supposed to be hot.
Well, I always think it's funny, like when you talk to people that live in Florida, is how this is their time of year where they hibernate. You know what I mean? They stay indoors with the AC and shit, and then come their winter time, that's when they come out and play.
Well, when my cousin got married several years ago, we went down in October, and it was 79 to 82 degrees. Bryce and I actually I think it was a Friday before, and we were at the hotel, and we woke up and we went out and swam in the pool for a bit, and it was like 85 roughly about 85 degrees that day, but I mean, it must have been about 80 in the morning. So we went in the pool. The pool water was pretty, medium. It wasn't too cold. It wasn't too warm. It was about just right. And we're in the pool, and there are people walking by, walking their dogs, and they're in full sweatsuits. And I'm like, oh, really?
And this is why I can't wait. I can't wait to go down
in the morning
when we go down in November for that Browns Dolphins game, because I'm curious to see how warm or how cold it's going to be then, because how we adapt to it, and these people are probably bundled up, and we're not going to be.
Yeah, I was shocked, and my aunt even said, "Oh yeah, she was in a sweatsuit walking her dog out this morning too." And I went, "It was 80 degrees. How can you be cold with 80 degrees?"
The Florida blood's different.
I'm telling you, it blew my mind. Blew my mind, big time. That's what Gail said.
Well, see, my buddy said that last year at Thanksgiving it was kind of cooler, but he's like, he wasn't even sure if we go in the pool or not at his house this year. But he said he could put the pool heater in if need be.
Kev, I remember that.
The Texas heat do hit different.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about it. I'll have to wear my chain on air next week. The chain I got to wear down to Miami with my Chubb Hub shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about wearing a jersey, but I'm thinking, man, it's fucking Miami. It's probably gonna be hot as hell.
Going down to Miami.
For the
Boys,
Browns Dolphins.
I gotta get the boy into bed. So I will see you
brother.
gentlemen next week.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
Happy Father's Day to you, sir.
Thanks, sir. You
Happy
too,
Father's
gentlemen.
Day.
Except for Clint.
Yeah, except for me. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the ladies do call him Daddy.
Well played. Well played.
Bravo.
That's a good way to sign off.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is an awesome way to sign off. We live by the equator.
Ooh, I don't even think about that. I will tell you guys too, be careful, because I know ticks are bad right now. Scared the shit out of me today. I look over my right shoulder and there was fucking one crawling up on me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I got the Mr. Delmonico took care of the dome today. So I got the summer cut. He turned around, he's like, yeah, maybe a one all over, maybe even lower. He turned around, he's like, guide, what guide? Bzzz. He's like, Bryce, it almost went bald, dude. It almost went bald.
It's so much better in the summer. So much easier to maintain.
It just feels a lot better.
Oh, Clint bobbed out too?
Clint bobbed out too. Shoot. Everybody's bailing. I was going to say, that storm ain't coming yet. Damn.
I know. I was like kind of hoping it would hit, because it almost feels like it was really cool. Like the wind stopped. That's what like it was nice when there was a breeze. Now there's no breeze. It's getting muggy.
Uh-oh. That means it's coming.
Well, since I got you on here, let me ask you: did you? I know you've had to have seen it. Switching it a little bit up to a little wrestling. I know you've seen the MJF fucking promo.
Yes.
How awesome was it?
Very impressive. Very impressive.
Is it a work? Is it a shoot? Like, what do you think?
I actually hope it's not. But, when they said, hey, you signed up for this, Ooh, baby. Speaking of that weather,
It said like hail and shit, dude. I saw one. It's funny. I'm a big fan of TikTok, so I watch a lot of shit on there. There was these people were on a golf cart hiding under a tree when a storm rolled in. It hailed so much that it looked like it snowed on the fucking golf course. Like, that is unreal.
Nice.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. It's like, I'm just glad it's not going to be one of those things that like we'd be out in it tomorrow, like working, because that's the worst.
Yeah, those are the worst. Those are brutal.
Because a lot of these guys don't want to get out of this shit. They want to keep working, and it's like, I'm cool once I see lightning, bro. Like, I'm out in the middle. I'm standing out in the middle of the fucking road here. Like, that's not fair to me.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird on how it's just looking like it's blowing up. It's just like, okay. What, I think by tomorrow morning, what, about 8, 9? Yeah, it's like 9 o'clock. It said might be isolated. But it's just like, hey, as long as that field's ready for a ball game by noon.
Right. They got a good drainage system?
At the Crusher Stadium? Oh, yeah.
Oh, at Crusher.
Yeah.
That's where they're playing?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I always wondered, like, I mean, I'm sure you probably could. Like, I would love to, if I had the money, like, rent that shit out and just get a bunch of fucking dudes and just go in there and play a home run derby kind of thing. All right, Dave. Thanks, brother. As always, we'll see you next week, hopefully.
Yep.
Because I remember the year they had the All-Star game, I went for the home run derby, and that was fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's you can't go wrong over there. Accidentally knocked out my Ethernet cord.
That's a first.
Oh, that's hilarious. I was sitting there, I was like, who's messaging?
I'm surprised Suz didn't try to get back in. That's a little surprising.
Oh, I only had just removed him for the quick second. And then when I was going back down into the green room, all of a sudden he bounced. I was like, well, he wanted out anyway. He's out.
I'm surprised he didn't message you like in the chat or something, though, too, you know?
Nope. He's like, nope, I'm good. I'm out. No, I was going to say, right now, I was going to say, can barely even see you.
I know that. Well, the bad thing is because I'm in the far right corner this week. Like last time when I was on the porch, I sat by the front door, but I wanted to be over the corner where my more comfortable chair is. So the light's facing the driveway, and the other side's busted. I got to do the old potato trick, you know, because it's broken inside the fucking socket.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I got to go and do that yet, and I just haven't had time. It's like we've been so busy, and then like with Father's Day weekend coming up, we're busy. 4th of July weekend. Normally we do our annual luau at my sister-in-law's on Labor Day, but my brother-in-law's he's a big scuba diver, so he's got a big trip. He's going to be gone for Labor Day this year, so we bumped the party up to 4th of July. So it's like the next 2 fucking weekends, it's just getting everything ready for that, then going to the races and helping my buddies out on their shit at the races. I'll be there Friday this week, and then I'll be there maybe next Saturday, depending. But it's just I got so much shit going on for like the next month of weekends. Like the next 4 weeks of weekends is something going on.
Well, I will be moving sooner rather than later. Of course. Right now we've got there's a lot of folks helping us out, and I really appreciate every single one. And hopefully decisions will be made here very soon, very, very soon. And we'll hopefully by the end of this week, I'll know exactly what I'm doing, where I'm going, what I'm doing, what exactly I'm doing and who I'm doing it with.
Still be in Vermillion, though, right?
What's that?
Still going to be in Vermillion? Okay.
Yep.
I know that was a kind of a big stickler for you. You wanted to keep Bryce in the school.
And that is the big thing is that, yes, we want to stay here. We want to keep Bryce in the schools. And, yep, that's we're definitely trying to make sure of that for sure. So that's the important part. So no matter what, that green screen will go somewhere.
Yeah. How long is it going to take you to set up everything in the new place?
Probably not long.
Okay. Okay.
I was going to say, for as quick as the stuff that was around the green screen came off the wall in like literally 10 minutes, guess how quick I can have the studio room set back up?
Well, I was just kind of curious. It'd be one of those things like we get a text in the chat like, yeah, no show tonight because I haven't got the internet hooked up yet. Like nothing's hooked up. You know, that kind of one of those situations where like you're waiting on.
Dude, that's what the phone's for, man. Shit.
Okay. You got options, obviously.
Oh yeah. I got it. No problem. Shoot, mine might even be outside.
You have to give a grand tour of the new place.
Yeah, could be.
Like it's House Hunters or MTV Cribs.
No, because it wouldn't be set up yet. Yeah, no, we wouldn't go that far.
Eventually.
So yeah, you never know. I could be part of the outside gang too.
Yeah, I'm just glad everything worked out for you, brother.
Well, like I said, we've got a lot of stuff going on, and like I said, hopefully by the end of this week, we've got a lot more stuff already packed already that it is. I mean, it's like a lot of it is already just pulled off the walls. The fat heads are even rolled up in parchment paper right now. I've got a ton of boxes and just getting the shelves taken care of. There's a lot of stuff going on, and it's like we're in process first and foremost. We're trying to, Kelly, I think we got like 20 bags going to Salvation Army for clothes already.
How quickly you're like, I don't need this, I don't need that. Like,
well, size 34 was also a long time ago.
Yeah, that's true.
I found a pair of jean shorts that were size 34. I said, dude, I ain't worn those since I probably moved here 14 years ago.
You don't realize how much shit you have until it's time to pack it up.
Yeah, big time.
The thing that pisses me off is when you're packing shit and you find something that you've been looking for months. Like biggest thing for me is 1 year for the Michigan game, I bought a pair of, like, at the time they were sponsored by Adidas. So I bought Adidas gloves, and when you put the hands together, it has the block M. Well, I wanted to wear them just in case there was a chance we would have won the game in November. I found them 2 weeks ago in a suitcase. I'm like, why are they in a fucking suitcase? I'm like, I needed this shit like 6 months ago, god damn it.
That's awesome.
Now.
That's awesome. Oh, I was going to say, as of course we got nobody left on, but yours truly is working with the Vermilion 5th and 6th grade football team. I am working currently on the offensive staff with Mr. Coates and Mr. Plott, and we're going to have a good time coaching the boys this season. Mr. Benson has been named the head coach, and he's working with the defensive side with a couple gents, Albie and Dale, I believe. So we're going to have a good time with these guys this year. Looking forward to it. And
I know you enjoy it.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it big time.
What do you enjoy more, though, the football or basketball? I know it's two different sports, but
it's about equal. I mean, shoot, I just coached that squad this past winter, and Bryce wasn't even on the squad.
True.
Bryce wasn't even on that squad. So, I mean, like I said, it'll be a lot of fun. Like I said, it's not the first time I've coached Bryce, so it's kind of another year, just a few years later. But I know
Right.
it's going to be a lot of fun. He's been waiting for quote unquote real football, and he's gotten to do it past couple of years, and I'm glad he's enjoying it. As long as he's having fun with it, I'm not disappointed one bit. Just let him have a good time and let him have fun doing it.
Say the kid's busy, that's for sure.
Well, better to busy than to be vegetating, you know. Although he tries to. Don't get me wrong. He tries to, but he's between hanging out with all of his friends and he's getting to play sports with his friends on top of it. It's even better.
I'm just curious what he like when it comes down to it. As he gets to that certain age, if he has to make the decision amongst like one sport, what would he choose?
He'll tell you right now it'll be bowling.
I was just gonna say bowling.
Yeah, he'll tell you outright it'll be bowling. He said bowling's first and everything else is second. Everything else.
There's probably more longevity with that than there would be like a baseball or a football.
Well, I guess it really all depends. I mean, how often you really work at it. I mean, a lot of these guys, high school guys, they're bowling about 2-3 days a week, and some guys are bowling every day of the week. So,
does Vermillion have a bowling team?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know, like, I just noticed that like a lot of high schools have it now. I'm like, what the fuck? Where was this shit when I was in school?
Yep, Vermillion does too.
And they got and they still have state championships and shit. Like, what the hell?
And some of the middle schools actually have 6th, 7th, 8th grade teams.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yep. So even the middle schools have some teams. So, and it's just like, yeah, Vermillion, hey guys, I want to turn around and talk to the varsity coaches and go, hey, you guys might want to, check out your middle school program. You guys do have some bowlers there. Not just Bryce either. There's a couple of kids. There are several kids there.
Yeah, because Burge's kids go to Amherst, right?
Yep.
See some nice battles coming down the line in the future.
in the bowling league on Saturdays, though, there are, Bryce has told me there are a lot of Vermillion kids that are bowling at it too. So I said, that's good.
Yeah, we got to figure out what we're gonna bet for this Stanley Cup too. Remember,
I was just gonna say, as we're winding this down here, it's like we need to come up with something fun,
What do you? I mean, I'm not good when it comes to betting because I try not to, because 9 times out of 10 when I bet I lose. Which if we lose this series, you'll find out. This is exactly why I don't bet. But
yeah, but I said we got to come up with something fun, just something fun. It's like we got to come up with something fun. We've got until what, Wednesday?
we could go back and forth and chat and figure something out, and then we could. Next Monday when we're on, we can be like, all right, the bet is this. We decided
this. Yeah, I'm sure we'll come up with something creative. It's the Dueling Aces. I mean, come on.
Right. And Suds doesn't involve us even better.
And Suds has no involvement, so we don't need his 2 cents.
Well, because he can't make up his mind. 1 minute he wants the Avalanche, and then he says Lightning and 6. So,
right.
Pick a team.
Yeah. Bandwagon jumper. That's why he got the boot so fast. As soon as he said it, I'm like, oh, no way. Out.
I think he may have did that on purpose.
Oh, I think he did. He knew what he was doing. All right, folks. Well, we're going to wrap this bad boy up. Thanks again for everybody who is tuned in, and everybody have a good Father's Day for all those dads. And
yes, happy Father's Day to all.
And I was going to say to the dads and the moms who are dads as well. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch you all on the flip side. See you. Where is the bid?